I titled it What My Big Brother Taught Me About Life, and it goes like this. Pat, we fought like cats and dogs growing up, and you admitted you loved to push my buttons, but you were also my playmate and friend. Remember our backyard Olympic roller skating routine? I remember searching for Magnum ice cream bars in every store we went to in Ireland when I was studying there. We walked the streets of Venice together, and we jumped out of a plane at 10,000 feet together. I love that you were up for anything, an adventurer, you also having traveled to the Philippines and Kenya with our church. You were also trained in Kung Fu and always prepared for anything with your backpack you carried everywhere, with any tool or gadget anyone could ever need. You visited me in college and helped me put up shelves and bought me apple cider donuts at the farmer's market by your house. I wanted to tell you what you taught me about life, Pat. I know you wanted your suffering to mean something, and I'm not sure you realized what an inspiration you were to all of us who witnessed your life. I can't write out everything you endured over the last 5.5 years because I could probably fill entire journals with it all. But everyone was amazed at how resilient you were, how strong you were, a true fighter in every form of the word, not just physically, but mentally as well. You've taught me how to fight, to persevere. You were never mad with God. In fact, you drew closer. You didn't question God. You never complained to me that it wasn't fair. You told me just recently that the purpose of life isn't just to get caught up in our own little worlds and families, but to do what we could to spread the truth of the gospel. Sometimes warriors have a hard shell, but looking closely, anyone who knew you had a heart that was full of compassion. I always felt you had a tender spot for me, and I had one for you. You've inspired me to speak the truth without shaking in my boots, but speaking truth boldly, to not care so much what everybody thinks about me. You were who you were unapologetically, something I've always struggled to do in my own life. You've taught me to let go of petty annoyances or even hurtful comments and just move on. Ultimately, all that doesn't matter. What was left at the end of your life, when you were saying goodbye to every last family member, was an enormous amount of love. And we loved you more than words can express. We are all imperfect. We all have things we would like to change, and we all have differences of opinion. So many people let those things keep them from family, things that ultimately don't matter. Let this be your encouragement to look past the differences. Lastly, Pat had a zest for life. He desperately wanted to live. But I know now he's more alive than he's ever been. The German pastor Dietrich Bonhoeffer was executed by the Nazi regime at a concentration camp. And when he died, he famously remarked to another prisoner, "This is the end, but for me, the beginning."